What if I told you that everything happening in the world today was foretold long ago? The changes, the events, the signs, they all point to something incredible. Many people wonder about the future and what's to come. Is there a moment when everything will change? A moment when we will see the fulfillment of a great promise? From the beginning, there has been a message of hope. A message that tells us there is more to life than what we see. A promise that one day, there will be a return. This promise has been spoken about for generations, passed down through time, and it remains as relevant today as ever. Throughout history, people have looked for signs. They have watched and waited, wondering if the time was near. Some signs are clear: changes in the world, shifts in society, moments that make us stop and think. Could it be that these moments are telling us something important? One sign often mentioned is the increase in challenges around the world. People face difficulties, uncertainties, and new situations that test their strength. Yet, in the midst of these challenges, there is always hope. Hope that things will get better, that answers will come, and that the future holds something greater. There is also a message that speaks of kindness, of love, and of living a life with purpose. It encourages us to care for one another, to seek truth, and to be prepared for what is to come. This message is not one of fear but of reassurance. It tells us that we are not alone, that we are part of something bigger, and that there is a path forward. Many have wondered about the moment when everything will change. Will it be sudden? Will it be something that the whole world notices? The answer remains a mystery, but one thing is certain: being prepared is important. Preparation is not just about knowledge, but about how we live each day. It's about making choices that align with what is good, staying true to our values, and looking forward with hope. The most important thing to remember is that this is a message of encouragement. It is a reminder to focus on what truly matters, to seek wisdom, and to be ready for whatever the future holds. No one knows the exact time, but we do know that the promise remains. And that is something to hold on to. For centuries, people have tried to predict when this great event would take place. Some have pointed to natural disasters and moral decline as indicators that the time is near. Others have studied ancient texts, searching for hidden messages and deeper meanings. Regardless of interpretations, one thing remains clear: the promise of this event is not one of fear, but of hope and renewal. Many believe that the world will go through a period of great change before this moment arrives. These changes could be political, social, environmental, or even spiritual. Some see these as warning signs, while others view them as necessary steps in a greater plan. No matter how they are interpreted, these signs remind us to stay aware, to stay strong, and to keep our hearts open to what is coming. A key part of this message is the idea of preparation. But what does it mean to be prepared? It is not just about gathering knowledge or watching for signs. It is about living each day with purpose, making choices that reflect kindness, love, and truth. It is about helping others, seeking wisdom, and staying true to the values that guide us. It is about looking forward with faith, not fear. Some people believe that the moment will come with great signs in the sky, with a sound that the whole world will hear. Others believe it will be more subtle, a shift that happens quietly but powerfully. No matter how it happens, the message remains the same: be ready, stay hopeful, and live with purpose. There are many questions surrounding this event. What will happen afterward? What will change? Will people understand what has taken place? While the answers may not be clear, the most important thing is to focus on what we can do now. We can choose to live in a way that reflects the hope and promise of what is to come. We can choose to be kind, to seek understanding, and to share the message of hope with others. The importance of faith and trust cannot be overstated. This message calls us to be strong in our beliefs, to hold on to the promise even when times are uncertain. It is in these moments of waiting that our faith is tested and strengthened. We are encouraged to seek wisdom, to learn, and to grow, so that we may be ready for what is to come. Imagine the moment when all becomes clear. A time when every question finds its answer, every longing finds fulfillment. It is a moment unlike any other, a moment when the promise is fulfilled. But until that day, we are called to continue forward, to live with purpose, to encourage one another, and to remain steadfast in our hope. This is a moment that will unite people. A moment where differences will no longer matter, where people will come together in the realization that they were always part of a greater plan. It will be a moment of joy, of understanding, of clarity. But the journey does not begin in that moment, it begins now. Each decision, each step forward, each act of kindness brings us closer to that day. Consider what this means for your own life. Are you prepared? Are you living each day with intention? Are you seeking truth and wisdom? The journey is one that requires patience, faith, and trust. It requires an open heart and a willingness to embrace the unknown. But through it all, there is a promise that remains. A promise that we are not alone, that we are loved, and that a greater future awaits. If this message has resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Think about what it means and how it applies to your life. And if you feel inspired, share this with someone who might need to hear it. Because a message of hope is meant to be shared, and the journey is one we take together. Stay encouraged, stay hopeful, and keep looking forward. The best is yet to come. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Your support helps us continue spreading messages of hope, faith, and encouragement. Stay blessed, and we'll see you in the next video. The story of hope does not end here. It is one that continues each day in the way we live, the choices we make, and the love we share. It is a story that has been written for generations and will continue to be written in the hearts of those who believe. Hold on to faith, for the promise remains as strong today as it ever was. And when the time comes, we will stand together in awe, knowing that the fulfillment of this great promise was always meant to be.